Amber Wigle, and I'm here to show you how to do dimensional analysis and how it can help you solve real-world problems. Dimensional analysis is a method used to convert one different type of unit to another without changing its value. In order to do this, you need conversion factors. Conversion factors are numerical quantities used to multiply or divide to the number or quantity that is needed to be converted to, which always equals to 1. An example is like 1 foot is equal to 60 inches, just as 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. The problem that we're going to do today is that we have a headache and we need to find the cheapest over-the-counter solution. Then we need to calculate how much per molecule that solution is. We have 3 medications to choose from: Advil, Tylenol, and Excedrin. Let's start with Tylenol, which we know is $14.47 per bottle, 225 pills per bottle, 500 milligrams of paracetamol per pill, and paracetamol equals 102 milligrams per 15 pounds. Now for this, we're going to use my weight, which I weigh 135 pounds. Alright, so we're going to start off with the money, like the first thing that we know. 1 bottle. And in dimensional analysis, the best way to figure it out is to know what you want, which we want to know how much it's going to be per pill. So we're trying to get to just the money. So $14.97 per bottle, and then 1 bottle is equal to 225 pills. And then 1 pill equals 500 milligrams of that. And then there is 102 milligrams per 15 pounds. Now I weigh 135 pounds. We don't need to put me because there's no reason to put it down there. We know what I'm talking about. And then that just leaves us with the money down here that we're going to find. Now what you're going to do is the top, you're just going to times the top, and then you're going to end up dividing that by the bottom. So what you're going to end up with is, turn the calculator on and do 1497 times 1 times 1 times 102 times 135, parenthesis. I do my mathematical things on this calculator, in which I can put in parentheses and quickly do it in one go with a division and a parenthesis. Then we're going to divide that by the timesing of 1 bottle times 225 pills times 500 milligrams times 15 pounds, parenthesis. And that gives us 0.1221552, but since we're talking money, we only use 2, so it's going to be 12 cents here. Sloppy, but 12 cents for Tylenol. Next we have Excedrin, which we know is $15.51 per bottle with 200 caplets per bottle, 250 milligrams of acetaminophen per caplet. I meant caplets. Acetaminophen is also equal to 240 milligrams per 35 pounds, which we know that I'm going to use my weight, which is 135, and which we are going to start with the money, what we first found out about, per bottle. I use these. Some people use the timesing in that, so it's more, I guess, easy for them, but this is just how I was taught since high school. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before, but with different numbers. 1 bottle per 200. This is also 250 milligrams. I'm not putting the acetaminophen in these and the other names because it would just take up too much space, because I know what I'm converting here. And then it's also equal to 240 milligrams per 35 pounds. What are they? 135 pounds. And then we're going to get the money. So we're going to go over here. Parentheses 1551 times 1 bottle times 1 caplet times 240 times 135 parenthesis divided by 1 bottle times 200 caplets times 250 milligrams times 35 pounds parenthesis equals 0.2871, and then we're going to round that out to 2 sig figs because we're talking about money, which gives us 28 cents. For example, Advil at $15 per bottle, 300 tablets per bottle, 200 milligrams of ibuprofen, which is the active ingredient, per tablet, and ibuprofen is also 113 milligrams per 25 pounds. And we're going to start this off just like we did the other one at $15 per bottle. One abbreviate that to tabs so I don't take up too much space, and then 1 tab equals 200 milligrams ibuprofen, 113 milligrams ibuprofen per 25 pounds. I am 135 pounds. That's going to leave us with the money. Now, another easy way to do this, like, I don't do it because it makes it sloppy, but people find it easy to, like, cancel things out so you know what you're ending with. So you're starting out here trying to end with money, and then you know you're left with, you're going to cancel out the bottle, the tabs, the milligrams, the pounds. So you're only left with the money. This will help someone figure out that that's what they're converting, because if you have an extra thing, then you obviously did it wrong. But you always want to make sure that they match. You see how they all match, and then you're left with the money. Anyways, I'm going to take it to the calculator and go to parenthesis 15 times 3 but 15 times 1 times 113 times 135 divided by 1 times 300 times 200 times 25. That's going to give us 0.15255, which we're going to do to 0.15. And if we go back and look at everything, we know Advil is equal to 15 cents, Excedrin to 28 cents, and Tylenol at 12 cents, which means that Tylenol is our cheapest drug that we're going to use here. Per molecule, how much it would cost. Paracetamol's molecular formula is C8H9NO2, which equals carbon equal 8 atoms of carbon, 9 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of nitrogen, and 2 atoms of oxygen. Now to calculate this, we got to calculate the weight, the molar weight. And you would use this using a periodic table. But these are pretty common, so I kind of know them offhand, which carbon is 120201, my bad. 101 for hydrogen, 1401 for nitrogen, and 16 for oxygen. Now that is per atom, so we gotta times it by how many there are. So that's gonna be times 8 times 9 times 1 times 2. 16 times 2 is 32. 1401 times 1 is 1401. 909. And then this one, I'm not that smart, so we're going to do 12.01 times 8, which gives us 96.08. So that gives us all of the values that we need, and we just have to add them all together to get the total molecular mass, which is going to be grams per mole that this molecule altogether would have. We're going to take our calculator and we're going to do 96.08 times 9.09 times, oh, I didn't mean times, I meant add, plus 909 plus 14.01 plus 32. It gives us 151.18. Now, to put this into the conversion chart, we need it to be converted to milligrams, right? So we're going to have to do 2 conversion tables. Well, I would, because that would just mess up my whole process. So we're going to start with our 151.18 grams. Now we know under here is per mole, because we know that, but we're not going to write that. Maybe we will, just to make it easy. And then we're going to have to convert to milligrams. So 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams, right? So we're just going to do what we always did, but this one's a lot smaller. So we're going to do 151.18 times 1,000 divided by 1 times 1. As you get better at this, you won't have to do anything with the ones really, because it's not going to affect the thing. But if it makes you feel better to do it all together, that is good. Which is going to give you 151,180 milligrams. Now that we have that, we can stick it into our old conversion. So that's going to be 1 bottle equals 1497, and then we're going to do 225 pills per bottle. Notice the canceling. 500 milligrams per pill. Now this is where we stick in how much per molecule. So that would be 151,180 milligrams per pill. And that's going to give us how much it's going to be per molecule. Times 225 times 500 times 1 parenthesis divided by 1497 times 1 times 1 times 151,180. And that's going to give us 0.0497, which is going to give us, it's going to cost 5 cents per molecule, because we have to round up that sig fig. Molecule of CHY1N2 or